runs the 1R in the Race Saver division. Matt, of course, winning the track championship down at the US 36 Raceway down in Osborne, Missouri. We'll see how Cade does in his first outing here in Columbus. Sean Kelly and James Hopkins will get us started. Green flag is up in our first IMCA Sportmod heat race. Oh, and Kelly loops it off of turn number 1. Everyone avoids him, and Kelly keeps going. We stay green. It's going to be James Hopkins to lead the way after 1. James Robach looking for the big crossover on Devin Peterson. That's for the number 2 position as they go into 1. Robach on the bottom. Peterson through the middle. Give the advantage to the 75 off of turn 2. Peterson going to try to cross him back over. Meanwhile, great battle right behind them between Ari Scouten and Dion Kovar. Kovar round the outside, and the Banana Gang goes to 4th. Ari Scouten getting shuffled back to the 5th position. Scouten, he showed up here at US 30 Speedway right after the races got over last night. Their hauler came all the way from Blair, made it up here last night after the races went final. Right now, James Hopkins, a regular down at the I-80 Speedway in Greenwood, Nebraska on Friday nights. He's showing the way, showing he can get his way around the small tracks. And it looks like trouble for Cade Richards. He got sideways, and he has taken the 1R into the infield. Tough break for the Lincoln native. Hopkins, Robach, Peterson, Kovar, Scouten, the top 5. Then it's Kelly and Richards to round out the field. 2 to go this time at the flag stand. Excuse me, 3 to go, I should say, for Billy Lloyd. He gives the signal. James Hopkins, the driver out of Waterloo, Nebraska, showing the way here. James Robach, multiple A feature wins this year for the 75 here at the home of Thursday Night Thunder. No, he would like to get another one. He struggled last night in the main event to close out championship night. Now he'd like to turn his luck around. A good finish in the heat race would help him do just that. This time around, the white flag is going to fly. 1/3 of a mile to go when they come back to the stripe. James Hopkins, less than a handful of appearances here at US 30 Speedway for 2018, and he is looking sharp tonight. Ari Scouten going to take one last shot to the inside of Dion Kovar. That's for the 4th spot. Not going to happen. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checker flag is going to fly. Here comes your winner, race fans. James Hopkins will take heat race number 1. James Robach at the line. Kovar able to get by Peterson for 3rd. Peterson will take 4th. Ari Scouten 5th. Sean Kelly and Cade Richards to round out the field.
That's your winner, driving the 81. Give it up to James Hopkins. That is a 6H of Jason Harms.
Here we go. 7 more cars, 8 more laps. Scott Stiskel and Eric Sloan will get the party started off of 4. Field picks up the pace, and we are underway. Heat race number 2. A little bit of contact there between the front row, and Sloan loops it. Verbka somehow misses it. Eric Sloan looping it around in turn number 1, and the caution's gonna fly. We'll see how this one goes. Scott Stiskel, longtime racer, the 38-year veteran out of David City, will get us started. Adam Verbka, an Eagle Raceway regular, to his outside. Green flag is in the air. We are underway. A little bit of contact there between Stiskel and Verbka as we get this one started. Here goes David Johnson to the inside. Lance Borgman looking to diamond it off at turn number 2. Here comes the Spirit of 76. One tough customer from the Gage County Fairgrounds and the Beatrice Speedway, Lance Borgman. Looking to weave his way through traffic. That's the battle for 2nd. Scott Stiskel leads lap 1. Johnson and Borgman going to go side by side momentarily. The Punisher with the half car length advantage over Sir Lance. Into 3 and 4 this time. Johnson right around the low side. Borgman using the top shelf to his advantage. Give the advantage to the 76. Right now, Scott Stiskel continuing to show the way. Borgman now with the upper hand over the 97 of Johnson. Then a good battle there for 4th between Adam Verbka and Jason Harms. It looks like Anna Scouten dropping the 0 NA off the racetrack. on a scout and completing her second full year of Sportmod competition. David Johnson continuing to work inside of Borgman. That's for the second spot as they enter 3 and 4. That battle right behind Stiskel, and it's closing in fast. 4 down, 4 to go. Scott Stiskel has been your race leader the entire way so far. Lance Borgman now into that second spot. David Johnson runs third. That battle for fourth continuing between Harms and Verbka. They're side by side coming off a turn number 4. Harms and just able to pull ahead of Verbka at the line. That's the same line he used to win the A feature last night. Top 3 have broken away. This time around, 2 sticks will be up, 2 to go from starter Billy Lloyd. Scott Stiskel continuing to show the way in heat race number 2 of 4 for the IMCA Sportmods. Jason Harms with a good run off the bottom at turn number 2, able to pull ahead of Verbka. That's for the 4th position. This time Scott Stiskel takes the white flag. Final time around the home of Thursday Night Thunder for car 714. He picked up 1 A feature win this year and looking to add another one to his resume. Off at turn number 4 for the final time. Checker flag is going to fly. Here comes your winner, race fans. Scott Stiskel will take heat race number 2.
Sir Lance Boardman second. The Punisher David Johnson will finish in third. Jason Harms in that 4th spot. 5th will go to Adam Verbka.
How about it, race fans? Give it up for him, your heat race winner from David City, Nebraska. Car number 714, Scott Stiskel.
That is Amber Cook.
Here we go, 7 more cars. Heat race number 3 coming at you. Colby Langenberg picking up the track title last night. He'll get us started. Green flag is in the air for our 3rd Sportmod heat race. Langenberg will start with the race lead. 3 wide for a moment between Stefan Ives, Gunnar Pike, and Brian Osatowski. Ives with a big wiggle on the bottom. That forced Pike's hand for a moment. Pike able to pull ahead as they enter 3 and 4. Gunnar Pike, a couple weeks ago, picked up the big win down at the Junction Motor Speedway to finish out the year down there. Meanwhile, Colby Langenberg showing the way. Mike Landkammer sizing him up and going after him for the race lead off of turn number 4. Langenberg with the upper hand. Landkammer with a good run off of 4, but can't make the pass. Langenberg staying true to the bottom. Mike Landkammer on the top. Justin Swoboda running 3rd. 4th is Brian Osentowski. Gunnar Pike running 5th, and it's Amber Cook and Stefan Ives rounding out the field. 5 laps to go this time, and now Landkammer, a big head of steam off of 4. We got ourselves a race for the lead now. Landkammer putting that top shelf to work for him, and he's got the lead down the back straightaway into 3. They're still side by side. Langenberg not giving up on that low to middle line. Landkammer shows the way with 4 to go. Great battle for 4th between Gunnar Pike and Brian Osentowski. Pike looking to throw the slide job. He will do just that. Top Gun takes over 4th. Osentowski looking to turn it back under, but Pike is there to take the line away. Gunnar Pike taking Osentowski to the danger zone tonight. Colby Langenberg continuing to trying to chase down the 53 of Landkammer. The 53, he's been here off and on, but it's been a big return for the orange 53 machine. Last year had a big wreck halfway through the season and knocked him out for the rest of the year. Good to see Landkammer back out here and doing a great job in heat race number 3. Landkammer shows the way. The white flag set to fly the next time around. Landkammer looking to get himself a good starting spot in that main event. The heat race win will help him. White flag in the air. Down the back straightaway they go, and into 3 for the final time. Billy Lloyd's checker flag is about to fly. Race fans, here comes your winner. Off of turn number 4, Mike Landkammer will take heat race number 3.
Second's going to go to Colby Langenberg, Justin Swoboda, Gunnar Pike. That's going to be Brian Osentowski, Amber Cook, and Stephen Ives.
So give it up for race fans. Your winner from Columbus, Nebraska, car number 53. Let him hear you, Mike Landkammer. Normally a North Platte, Nebraska regular. over at the Lincoln County Raceway. Good to see Dylan back out here driving a 63 instead of the 55D that he's normally in.
So here we go. Let's go racing.
We get to it, your fourth and final Sport Mod heat racing. It's going to be Nick Topol to show the way. Here comes Roar and Draper on the low side. Roar, a regular down at the Beatrice Speedway. Bobby Draper, an Eagle Raceway regular, all chasing Nick Topol in car number 17. Topol goes to the top shelf and he'll lead lap 1. Topol got just enough of that cushion on the exit of 4 to keep him in the lead, but here goes Roar to the inside. Big run to the inside. The 74 pokes that nose piece ahead of Topol. Side by side, Roar a little sideways, going through 3 and 4 that time. Topol takes the lead back at the flag stand. A lot of good heat racing action here on the first night of the 22nd annual Abe Lincoln Memorial, and it continues in this Sport Mod division. Rick Roar, Nick Topol side by side for the number 1 position, and they're going at it again. Topol with the upper hand at the line. Roar not giving up on the bottom. Roar looking to size up for the slide job coming off at turn number 2. He'll slide. Contact is made, but Roar gets the lead. Topol now drops to the inside as they go through 3 and 4. Rick Roar will show the way. Topol looking to show that Nerf bar right to the inside of Roar as they enter turn 1. One guy to keep an eye on, that 63 of Dylan Schultz. Started tail end on this one, now up to 3rd. Good run by the 63. Bobby Draper back in that 4th spot. 5th is Logan Thompson. Gary Jones Jr. and Jacob Tank rounding out the field. Rick Roar continuing to show the way. Meanwhile, Gary Jones Jr. looking to the inside of Logan Thompson. Rick Roar will come around to take the 2 to go signal from starter Billy Lloyd. It's been a good one so far. Keep your eyes on that battle between the 68 and the 9T. That's the best one on the track. It's right behind Bobby Draper. Jones able to sidestep Thompson for a moment as Rick Roar takes the white flag. Final time around the US 30 Speedway in our final IMCA Sportmod heat race. Down the back straightaway and into 3 for the 8th and final time. Checker flag is going to fly. Here comes your winner, race fans. Rick Roar will take your 4th and final IMCA Sportmod heat race. 2nd will go to Nick Topol. Dylan Schultz is 3rd. 4th will be Gary Jones Jr. Bobby Draper loses the handle on the final corner. Logan Thompson will cross in 5th. I believe Draper will cross 6th, and Jacob Kank. So give it up for him, race fans. Your winner of heat race number 4 out of Beatrice, Nebraska, car number 74, Rick Roar. Then we got the late models.
Because it's the auto parts, bragging rights, limited late models.
We got 2 heats of them. I believe we also have 2 heats with the Good Old Time Racing Association. Here we go. So Sport Mod action not done yet. Matt Andrews and Bear Riffle will get us started. Green is in the air. We're underway. Bear Riffle in that 413, I believe, making his first start here at US 30 Speedway. He's a regular down at the Eagle Raceway. Austin Swoboda trying to thread the needle between Riffle and Barber. He'll do just that. The Sweet 16 goes to 2nd. Off of turn 4, though, Matt Andrews will lead lap 1. Austin Swoboda up to 2nd. Then it's Barber and Riffle going at it for the 3rd spot. Riffle gets sideways. Round he goes. Interlead spins out. We'll see if Riffle can get it going. Yes, he will. So will Interlead. We stay green. Matt Andrews continues to show the way. Austin Swoboda in that 2nd spot. Brian Barber runs 3rd. 4th now is Chad Breezy in the 29. Jeremy Interlead and Bear Riffle, pair of guys both making their first starts here at US 30 Speedway. Right now, Matt Andrews looking very good right now. I believe finished 3rd in the points over the I-80 Speedway in Greenwood, Nebraska earlier this year. Picked up the first night of the Barb Camp Memorial down at the Junction Motor Speedway 2 weeks ago. So Matt Andrews, he's been gradually getting better and finding success in that black, white, and pink number 22. Battle for third starting to shape up as Chad Breezy closes in on Barber. Breezy in the 29, Barber the 79. They're going to go into 3. Breezy drops to the low side through 3 and 4. Barber stays on the top shelf. They're going to be side by side coming off of 4. Get the advantage to the bone. Brian Barber hanging on to that number 3 position as the track definitely starting to take rubber tonight. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be a driver's racetrack. Andrews right around the low side. 2 sticks are up, 2 to go. The guys like Austin Swoboda, they've been able to make the top shelf work. So far, Austin Swoboda not able to get the top to work on the 22 of Andrews. Meanwhile, we got a great battle for that third spot now as Chad Breezy has enough to pull up beside Barber. Swoboda ducks to the inside to get around the lap car. That time by the line, Brian Barber still with the advantage over Breezy. Into 3 for the final time. Checker flag is going to fly, race fans. Here comes your winner from Seward, Nebraska. Matt Andrews will take your 5th and final Sport Mod heat race. Austin Swoboda will cross in 2nd. At the line for 3rd, Brian Barber hangs on. And it's Chad Breezy, Bear Riffle when he makes it here in the 413, and then Jeremy Inderlead in the 22J. So give it up for him, race fans. Coming off of turn number 4, your winner from Seward, Nebraska, car number 22, Matt Andrews.
Tell you what, multiple grooves tonight, Anthony.
Big thanks to O'Reilly Auto Parts of Columbus, Nebraska for helping us out here. They are bringing you night number 1 of the 22nd annual Abe Lincoln Memorial.
So setting the pace to 5D from Milford, that is Devin Peterson.
Jason Harms to his outside.
15 laps, let's go racing!
Front row not wasting any time. They will lead the stampede into turn number 1 side by side. Devin Peterson and Jason Harms will go at it. Field starts the shuffle. Only 5 go on to the main event tonight. The rest of them will have to try again tomorrow. Devin Peterson and Jason Harms side by side. It's going to be last night's A-Feature winner for championship night. Jason Harms leads lap 1. Field makes it through. Normally this is the length of a stock car or a hobby stock A main. And oh, we got trouble. Bear Riffle goes around. In the 413, everyone misses him and the caution's going to fly. Caution on the speedway for the 413, a Bear Riffle. A Bear Riffle based out of Lincoln, Nebraska, normally a competitor down at the Eagle Raceway on Saturday nights. Making the trip up here to Columbus. Glad to have him out here. I think this is his first ever visit to the home of Thursday Night Thunder. Made plans already. Green flag tomorrow night. First green flag is scheduled to drop at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow.
6:30 p.m. tomorrow. So,
here we go.
Setting the pace. Jason Harms to turn 4. We're back to green flag racing.
Time to get to it. We're back underway and back to business. Sean Kelly and Brian Osentowski going after Gary Jones Jr. for that final transfer spot as we've got more trouble in the back. Stephen Ives goes around. Bear Riffle takes a little bit of off-roading there to avoid him. We continue on. Keep your eyes on that battle for the final transfer spot. Gary Jones Jr. up the hill, and here goes Osentowski to the inside. Osentowski with the half car length advantage over Jones as they enter turn 3. Osentowski going to get sideways. That forces Jones's hand. He goes up the hill in turn number 4. Gary Jones Jr. and Brian Osentowski going at it for that final transfer spot. Osentowski will have it coming off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, battle for second rages on as Gunnar Pike tries to run down Devin Peterson. He's got Ari Scouten to contend with. Here comes the 99 RE. Ari Scouten right around the low side. Has to get on the binders there to avoid hitting Gunnar Pike. Sean Kelly now trying to sidestep the 68 of Gary Jones Jr. That's for the 6th spot. That is still outside looking in. Brian Osentowski right now the last one in. Kelly the first one out. 5 laps in the books, 10 to go in our IMCA Sportmod B main event. Jason Harms, your leader. Gunnar Pike by a nose is 2nd. Devin Peterson 3rd. Ari Scouten 4th. And Brian Osentowski, your 5th and final transfer. Sean Kelly runs 6th. 7th is Gary Jones Jr. Chad Breezy's 8th. Logan Thompson is 9th. And Adam Verbka rounds out the top 10. Gunnar Pike now able to get past the 5D of Devin Peterson for that number 2 position. Top Gun goes to the runner-up position. Laps continuing to wind down here is Jason Harms continuing to show the fast way here at the home of Thursday Night Thunder. Track definitely getting shined up tonight. It is going to be a very interesting racing service by the time the features roll around, which will not be very much longer. Our first day main is actually coming up right after this one. 7 laps to go in our Sportmod B feature. Right now, battle for third between Ari Scouten and Devin Peterson. 2 young guns going at it. Scouten from Blair, Peterson from Milford. And now Jason Harms able to put the 6i of Stephen Ives a lap down. So feature time is drawing in lap by lap. But these guys still have a little bit more time to work on these cars before we get them out there for the main event. Jason Harms picked up the A feature win last night for the final points night here at US 30 Speedway. Looking to go back-to-back here. But if he wants to, he's got a lot of work to do. Because if he wins this one, I believe that will get him the 15th starting position. Correction, the 16th starting spot. 4 laps to go, and now Gunnar Pike closing in on Jason Harms. Here goes Pike. Top Gun looking to take the 6H to the danger zone tonight. Through 3 and 4, Pike has got the lane open, but Harms gets the better run through the middle. 3 to go. Pike again, another good run now off the bottom of 2. They're side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Harms with the upper hand by a wheel over Pike. Off of turn number 4, new race leader Gunnar Pike with 2 to go. That is for the 16th starting position in the main event. Positions 16 through 20 will be decided here in this one. White flag in the air. Gunnar Pike will see it one more time around US 30 Speedway for Top Gun. Track is definitely going to be a driver's track. We've been saying that all night long here. As we go into 3 and 4 for the final time, Gunnar Pike is going to go to the Abe Lincoln main event. He wins the B main. Jason Harms is second. Devin Peterson is third. Ari Scouten and Brian Ozentowski, your 5 transfers. Then it's Sean Kelly, Chad Breezy, Gary Jones Jr., Logan Thompson, Eric Sloan, your top 10. Adam Burbka, Bobby Draper, Cade Richards, Amber Cook, Anna Scouten, Bear Riffle, Jeremy Inderlead, and Stephen Ives. So race fans, your top 5 moving on. The 999 of Brian Ozentowski. The 99RE, Ari Scouten. The 5D, Devin Peterson. The 6H, Jason Harms. And your winner, race fans, from South Bend, Nebraska. Car number 25, let him hear ya, Gunnar Pike. So that will set the stage for tonight's Zagers Automotive IMCA Sportmod A main for 20 of the best sport mods in the state of Nebraska. Mike Landcamer, Colby Langenberg, the newly crowned track champion here at the home of Thursday Night Thunder on the outside, the front row. Then you got the Steve Topol Memorial winner in Lance Borgman inside row 2 with Scott Stiskel. Here we go. Mike Landcamer and Colby Langenberg bring us down. The green flag is out, and the Abe Lincoln Memorial main event for the Sportmods is underway. Langenberg not wasting any time. The 1J jumps to the lead right off the bat. 2 and 3 wide in the back. Dion Kovar a little bit out of shape coming off of turn number 2, and that stacked up Brian Barber. Everyone makes it through. We stay green. Colby Langenberg shows the way after 1. David Johnson right around the low side. Did a little bit of off-roading there. Good save by the 97, but he doesn't make any progress. In fact, he's losing ground. Johnson up the track. The Punisher's in trouble. David Johnson comes to a stop, and the caution comes out. Caution on the speedway for the 97 of David Johnson. Possibly a flat tire on that machine. Looks like, yes, a flat right front tire on the 97. Going to try to hustle it back towards the pits and get that changed. And they are now just sitting outside the top 10 now.
Boy, they made a quick move there, let me tell you. But it is Colby Langenberg bringing the field to turn number 3. Billy Lloyd's got to look at him. 24 to go. Let's go race it. Oh, out of shape.
Rick Rohr and Nick Topol. I don't know if someone tried to brake check or what. But if you try a brake check like that, that sort of thing happens. A tough break there for Nick Topol.
And the 53 of Mike Landcamer. So here they come once again out of turn number 3. Billy Lloyd's got to look at him. 24 to go. Let's go racing.
Much better restart. We get back to it. Couple of the Beatrice guys, Lance Borgman and Rick Rohr, trying to work that inside line. Meanwhile, Scott Stiskel right to the inside of Langenberg for the lead. Off at turn number 4, new leader Scott Stiskel, but just by a nose. Stiskel and Langenberg side by side, and Stiskel will sidestep him. Scott Stiskel now to the lead. Austin Swoboda now getting past Lance Borgman. That's for that 3rd spot. Here comes Rick Rohr into the picture. Rohr to the inside off of turn 4. Meanwhile, Borgman gets a good run. Borgman side by side with Swoboda. They make a little bit of contact going into 1. Oh, and a big pile up. That's a Walmart parking lot. Brian Barber got sideways and collects Brian Osentowski, Ari Scouten, James Robach, and David Johnson. Oh my goodness. Barber able to drive away. Osentowski able to limp away. That could be the end of the 999's night. Ari Scouten is actually parked on top of the 75 of James Robach. And David Johnson just nowhere to go.
To turn number 3. 22 laps to go. And Billy Lloyd takes a look at him coming into turn number 4 and says, let's go racing.
After that delay, we get back to business. 2 and 3 wide going into turn number 1, 3. Now 4 wide there in the middle of the pack. Gunnar Pike, Dion Kovar, Justin Swoboda, and Devin Peterson. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. 3 wide right behind your leader. Austin Swoboda on the low side making it happen. Swoboda normally runs the top shelf, but this time he's got the bottom working. Swoboda and Borgman, those guys went at it in the heat race, and now Swoboda gonna try to sidestep the 76 of Borgman. Swoboda on the low side, Borgman up to the top, and Swoboda will get past him for second. Swoboda now sets his sights on the 714 of Stiskel. Austin Swoboda, last year's track champion here at the US 30 Speedway, wrapped up the title up at Boone County Raceway earlier this year, won his 3rd consecutive at the Junction Motor Speedway. For the majority of the season, Austin was the only Nebraska driver to break into the top 20 nationally for the IMCA Sportmods. And now Swoboda setting his sights on the 714. Here we go, the pair of David City natives going at it for the race lead. Stiskel the leader, Swoboda second. Colby Langenberg back in 3rd now. Borgman falls back to 4th. Rick Rohr rounding out the top 5 for the time being. Matt Andrews closing in on Rohr for that 5th spot as they enter 3. Rohr to the inside, he tags Borgman. But Lance Borgman holding his line and hangs on to the 4th position. Rick Rohr will continue to apply the pressure on the low side. Stiskel got a good run off at turn number 2, able to put a little bit of distance between himself and Austin Swoboda. Stiskel continues to show the way. Continuing to wind down here in our Sportmod A main. Closing in on the halfway point. We're about 3 laps away from that. Scott Stiskel showing the way right now with Austin Swoboda in hot pursuit. Colby Langenberg 3rd, Lance Borgman, and Rick Rohr the top 5. And it's Matt Andrews, Mike Landcamer, Gunnar Pike from the B main up to 8th now. Justin Swoboda, Nick Topol rounding out the top 10. About it, Gunnar Pike starting 16th on the grid. He is now up to 8th and now going under Mike Landcamer for the 7th spot. Top Gun getting the job done. Pike sidesteps the 53 of Landcamera. Trouble for Devin Peterson. The 5D takes it off the racetrack and into the infield. Halfway home, 13 to go down. Stiskel remains your leader. What a run by Gunnar Pike. From 16th, he won the B feature to make it into the big dance tonight, and now he is up to 7th. Justin Swoboda will follow on the inside and get around Landcamera for 8th. Scott Stiskel running an excellent show here. He's actually carrying that left front off the ground. Scott Stiskel's only win this year. Earlier in the year, we had a race that was cut short because of a big wreck that tore out a bunch of the wall, and it left 8 laps to go the following weekend. Scott Stiskel ended up winning that made-up feature. Brian Barber taking the 79 off the racetrack that last time by. Right now, Scott Stiskel trying to make it 2 in a row for the David City boys. Jason Harms won it last night. Here goes Swoboda to the inside. 10 to go. Stiskel spun the tires a little bit, pushed up the track and left the bottom open. Here comes Swoboda. Jason Harms won it last night. And now 2 more David City natives going at it for the win. And speaking of Jason Harms, he takes the 6H off the track. Last night's A feature winner is gonna record a DNF in this one. On to turn 4, Swoboda continuing to apply the pressure to Stiskel. Keep your eyes on him. Stiskel the leader, Swoboda second, maybe not for long. Lap car, James Roebuck right in front of your leader. That will play into Swoboda's favor. Through 3 and 4, 3 wide with the lap car. Off of turn number 4, new leader Austin Swoboda by half a car length with 7 to go. Austin Swoboda now powers his way off the bottom and takes the lead away from Stiskel outright. What a move by Austin Swoboda. Looking to win on the home soil tonight. Won the track title here last year, like I mentioned before, and now looking to start the Abe Lincoln Memorial off right. Colby Langenberg back in that 3rd position, trying to hold off Lance Borgman. 5 laps to go now in our IMCA Sportmod main event here on opening night of the Abe Lincoln Memorial. What a race it has been. Now coming up 4 laps to go, and Jimmy, you and I know this. Still 4 laps. This one's still far from over.
It's not over. Austin Swoboda, Scott Stiskel, Colby Langenberg. Then you got Sir Lance Boardman, Rick Rohr. That's your top 5.
The trouble
coming around with 3 laps to go for Austin Swoboda.
This could be interesting. James Roebuck in that 75. He's off the pace. He didn't pull it off the racetrack that time. Cuts right down in front of Dion Kovar. And Roebuck able to get it to the infield, so we stay green. Dion Kovar going to be the next car to go a lap down. 2 sticks up, 2 to go now from Austin Swoboda as he puts Kovar down a lap. Austin Swoboda trying to start the Abe Lincoln Memorial weekend off on the right foot. He is 1 lap away from picking up the win. Final time around US 30 for the Sweet 16. Down the back straightaway and now and into 3 for the 25th and final time. Checker flag is going to fly. Austin Swoboda will win night number 1 of the Abe Lincoln Memorial for the Sportmod. Scott Stiskel, Colby Langenberg, Lance Borgman, Matt Andrews, the top 5. Justin Swoboda, Rick Rohr, Gunnar Pike, Mike Landcamera, and David Johnson comes back to round out the top 10. What a race.
I'll tell you what, give it up to the 16 of Austin Swoboda.
And how about the 2 runs? Gunnar Pike starting 16th on the grid, finishes 8th tonight, and then David Johnson, after 2 early race incidents, comes back to round out the top 10. Good comeback for the Punish.